Hello, everyone. Today is Tuesday, June 16th, 2026. I'm here in regards to making my very first movie review about a movie I saw last week. And as I'm going to walk around the layout, I'm going to talk about the film. Trying on a based review, trying to keep it spoiler free. So I'm going to walk around the layout, and as I'm walking, I'll talk about the film. So let me flip the screen over so you guys can get to see the layout as I'm walking and talking. All right, so I went back this past Thursday to see Disclosure Day, and I'm going to rate the film a B plus, A minus. A lot of people were talking about the film. I read online with reviews, and they were stating the movie is just so-so. Well, for me, because I do like Spielberg films, Disclosure Day I found actually very good. It is not alien action-packed, okay? Let me put that in proportion. What I can say is I like the way the storyline goes, especially about the animals and the ending. I was very pleased how the movie ended. But I will say, for the whole movie itself, Emily Blunt did an amazing job acting in two scenes. The one where she's on a boxcar on the train, and when she sees about her parents' house was built. Now, I'm not giving that as spoilers in a way, trying to give that out, but if you have not seen this film yet, you will know what I'm talking about. So I have to commend Emily Blunt for some superb acting with that. So overall, I was very pleased on how the movie went. And in a basic way, I give it a B plus, A minus. Now, it was not your action pack. The aliens come down. Oh my goodness, they are attacking Earth. They're doing everything. No, that is not like war. It is nothing like War of the Worlds. Nothing at all. I was very pleased in how the storyline went and actually how the aliens were in this film. One thing I can tell you is the depiction in this movie, the aliens are not here to harm us. That is what my opinion and what I see for this film. What I would say is some of the scenes that are drawn out are some of the dialogue. Like the one scene with the house, there was quite a bit of, that was kind of a longer scene. And you'll see it where the guy goes over, he has the thing in his hand, and he's twisting to control the woman in the one scene. That for me, that was a little bit long and drawn out for that. But the story build up to get to that, for the whole storyline of the film itself, I think was very well done. And Spielberg, I think, did a very well done job in the way that you expect him to do some type of thing like Close Encounters of the Third Kind or Jaws and all Jurassic Park, all those. But this movie on itself is something completely different, and I was very pleased with that. So some people might disagree with me, other people might not, but I wanted to make it as my first movie review. So if you want to see this movie, it's great. I think it's enjoyable enough that you can go to a theater. However, what I can say about it is if you're not too much into dialogue, this movie might not be for you. But for me, I enjoyed it very, very much. But I wanted to make my very first official movie review without giving a lot of spoilers. But like I mentioned, the scene with Emily Blunt in two scenes, her emotions, that is some fantastic acting right there. And like it is so convincing that you're drawn right into the storyline of it with that. So I just wanted to mention it to you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this first movie review I've did. Right here I got the 4014 and back here I got the 2100. This week on the layout, I'm going to be running these two side by side to replicate like they did in real life with the 4014 and 2102 in Eastern PA. Right now the 4014 is in Scranton, PA, and will be there for a little while. So, yeah. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this brief movie review I had, and today I was wearing my Godzilla vs. Kong shirt. Those are my favorite films, the Godzilla films. But if you enjoy movies or stuff, let me know, and I'll make more of these movie reviews when I go to a theater, or if you want me to make a review on something else, I can. Just like last night on my TV, I watched Blade Runner 2049. So I'm here if you want me to start doing these new movie reviews. I'll be game to do that if you want, and taking it from there. But I also wanted to have this included, walk around the whole layout, and got to see the layout as well. So let's try it from that. Thank you very much for watching, and all aboard. I think that's what I'm going to end with. All aboard, or some other phrase I'll come up with. So, my favorite line from a movie, by the way, with trains is one thing about trains, it doesn't matter where it's going. What matters is deciding to get on. I think I might go with that. That's the Polar Express. Alrighty. Thanks for watching.